Sarah, the Healthy Home Economist, and I get a lot of requests for how to make egg-free and dairy-free mayonnaise. One of the most popular videos I've put on my blog in the past few years is how to make mayonnaise yourself. And those of you that have tried it know that it's very, very easy to make your own mayonnaise. And it tastes so much better than anything you can buy from the store that why would you ever do anything but make it yourself? But those of you out there who have egg allergies or dairy allergies would like to enjoy mayonnaise as well. And they're really, the options at the health food store for egg-free and dairy-free mayonnaise are really pretty bad. They use soy in the cases that I've examined, and it's very important that you learn to make your mayonnaise yourself if avoiding eggs is something you need to do for allergy reasons. Now, I've devised my own recipe for an egg-free mayonnaise, and the reason for that is the ones that I've come across don't really look that good to me. They either use some sort of a corn product as the thickener, or they use soy milk or something like that, and they just don't seem healthy to me. And that's why I've devised my own recipe. So let me show you how I would make egg-free mayonnaise if I would need to make it for an egg allergy in my home. First of all, regular mayonnaise, at least the recipe I've used in the past and I've shown you on previous videos, uses 1 egg yolk and 1 whole egg. So that's what you basically need to replace to make an egg-free mayonnaise. Now what you can do is take 1 tablespoon of chia seeds and 1/4 cup of filtered water and put it in a little jar and just let it soak for a while and stir it, and pretty soon you'll get this chia gel, which is perfect as a substitute for the whole egg in the mayonnaise recipe. So we've got the chia seed, and secondly I've got 1/2 cup of whole yogurt that you can use as the substitute for the egg yolk. Now you can also use thick cream instead. 1/2 cup of thick cream instead of the yogurt is a substitute for the egg yolk if you'd like. And if you have a dairy allergy, you can use coconut yogurt as the substitute. Always use 1/2 cup in all 3 cases. And that's it. Everything else is basically the same to make your mayonnaise. So let me show you how you put it all together. First, you're going to put your yogurt into a small food processor. Then you're going to go ahead and put the chia gel. You'll see how thick it is. It's got the consistency of egg white. You're going to put that into your food processor. Then you're going to put in a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. You can also use apple cider vinegar if you don't happen to have any fresh lemon juice on hand. You're going to put a large pinch of sea salt, and I'm using Himalayan sea salt here. And then finally, you're going to use an oil of your choice. Now, I kind of switch up what oils I like to use for my mayonnaise. Right now, I've got this fantastic supply of extra virgin olive oil from Greece. And if you're interested in that particular brand, you can see it on the resources page on my blog. This is a family-owned olive farm that's been making olive oil since 1856. Now, you have to be careful with the olive oils you get on the market. Almost all olive oil out there is not 100% olive oil. It's cut with some sort of a cheap vegetable oils, but it's allowed to be labeled olive oil as long as it has a certain percentage of olive oil in it. So it's very important that you source your olive oil from a small farm, directly from the producer, if possible. And we have vetted several olive oil producers. They're listed on the resources page of my blog, and this is the same producers that I buy my olive oil from, so I can vouch for their authenticity. And when you taste pure olive oil that is real 100% extra virgin olive oil, the taste will surprise you, and you will be surprised at how much more smooth it is. It's less brassy. It just tastes so much better. Now, what I use right now is I use a cup of expeller pressed coconut oil mixed with this extra virgin olive oil. And the reason I use a little bit of coconut oil in this egg-free mayonnaise recipe is so that it thickens up in the refrigerator, because when you take the eggs out, you lose a little bit of the thickening action on the mayonnaise itself. And I'll show you the consistency of the mayonnaise once I'm finished with it. But right now, I've got everything mixed in the food processor, and then you're just going to drizzle in your 1 cup of oil, in this case a half a cup of extra virgin olive oil, half a cup expeller pressed coconut oil. You can find these sources again on my resources page. And you're just going to emulsify the oil into the other ingredients like this. When you've emulsified all the oil into the other ingredients, you're going to have a wonderful mayonnaise, egg-free. In this case, it's not dairy-free, but again, you can substitute coconut yogurt for the yogurt that I used in this particular recipe. You're going to have this wonderful consistency to this egg-free mayonnaise. And it tastes delicious. You can use it in any recipe that calls for mayonnaise. And I have, in this case, I filtered out the chia seeds from the final product. You may choose to leave the chia seeds in there. They're very, very small, and you don't really get much texture from them when you eat the mayonnaise, but they do have little black dots in your mayonnaise. And if that would bother you, then feel free after you make the mayonnaise to filter them out. And then put your mayonnaise in the refrigerator, and once it chills, you're going to have this wonderful, thick consistency to your mayonnaise. I hope that egg-free mayonnaise recipe is helpful to you. And this is Sarah, the Healthy Home Economist. I'm wishing you all the best in the kitchen.